Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Biblievert Games. My name is Jacqueline. Happy 2026. I hope that you had a wonderful holiday season and start to the new year. I am so excited to be back at it today. And honestly, I I do think that this video might be slightly boring because I am going to be doing some 3.0 prep. So, gathering materials, making some money, those bits and bobs. Some of the things that I really considered doing today, it occurred to me that I don't need to do them. So, I will explain that as we start. But I just it has been such a wonderful last couple of weeks. So my birthday was yesterday, January 4th, and I am officially 32. And I just have to say, I feel so spoiled and was truly just showered with so much love. So I'm just feeling good. I'm feeling really rested. I got to see my best friend. She came up from Houston and spent the weekend here. So I'm just like really, like, I'm all up in my feels today. So if I feel extra sensy and emotional, then you know why. So um, I just have to tell you, like, I feel like I have peaked in terms of the birthday party that I had this year because I had one thing in mind that I really, really, really wanted to do. And man, oh man, my family came through. Um, I live in the DFW area, and one of the amazing things about living in the DFW area that I have never in my entire life taken advantage of, not that I've lived in DFW my entire life, but I have family who lives here. So, like, I had ample opportunity to right this wrong and did not do it until this weekend. But I wanted my entire family to dress up and go to medieval times with me. And oh my gosh. Oh, and the other requirement was that, like, we had to go all out. We had to scream at the top of our lungs. We had to cheer for our night. We had to yell and feast and, like, be into it. And wow, my family, they did. And it was so much fun. All of us had such a good time. I have a niece and nephew who are 5 and 3, and it was so fun watching them get to, like, experience it for the first time as well. And it was just so much fun. So, like, I have a box of all of my outfits that I've ever had for, like, the Ren Fair. And so it was so fun. Like, my mom and sister-in-law, like, they were able to, my sister-in-law actually really put her entire outfit together. She, I think, borrowed, like, one of my belts. But then my mom, like, came over and we got her, like, a tunic and a belt and all those kinds of things. And then my best friend, she also came with us. And it was just so much fun. It was so freaking fun. And what I was not expecting was how freaking good the food was. Like, I was gobsmacked. It was a lot of fun because, like, you completely ate with your hands, and, you know, so it leaned into kind of the medieval vibes and everything like that. But the food was really good. And so I was like, not gonna complain about that. That's for sure. So anyway, yeah, that was what I did for my 32nd birthday, and truly, I don't know how I'm gonna top that in the years to come. I honestly might just continue doing this theme every single year because it was truly a blast. So that was my weekend, and I technically so that was my weekend, and I also had some time off work for the new year. So yeah, I just feel very spoiled, very loved, and very well rested, which is wonderful. Um, yeah, like what more could a girl ask for? That's for darn sure. So, I would love to hear how your holiday season was. Do you have any New Year's Eve traditions or anything like that? Or even like we have Christmas traditions in my family that we try and do every year. We did not successfully do them this year though, because I was kind of a Grinch the whole time. I'm going to have to move everything to get to that glowing spot. That's a bit of a bummer. Don't be lazy, Jacqueline. Um, oh no! Olive! Stop thinking. Stop using that brain. Don't do that. Please don't move. I need you. um, so yeah, didn't do the best job at Christmas traditions this year, but we did, tune in for the New Year's Eve ball drop, but we're Central Time. So we actually did stay up, so I was kind of impressed that we stayed up. But we watched the New York like Times Square ball drop, and then my husband and I, neither one of us drink. We just don't really like alcohol, and so we did get some sparkling cider, so that was fun. But that was kind of the extent of our New Year's. So we've been in our lays about era. We've oh, hi Paige. We have needed to rest. It has been a busy holiday season, so we definitely took advantage of having, time off work and everything like that to just rest and, recoup after the holidays and everything. So that's been super nice. Okay, let's see what Olive's thinking about. Please don't move away. No, I love sweet pea. Don't you dare change that. Okay. Wow. That was scary. Glad it worked out in the end. So I have been thinking a lot about like New Year's resolutions and everything, and it's so interesting because like I love the concept of New Year's resolutions. I love goal setting. I love challenging myself to new things. I love challenging myself to new things, but I think what I struggle with is I can really, really, really punish myself if I feel like I didn't meet the expectation that I had set. And so I've kind of been hesitant to do New Year's resolutions in the past. Like the last couple of years, I haven't really done anything. I usually do have a goal for how many books I want to read during the year. But I usually set it at a number that like is consistent with what I've read years previously. So I don't really increase it in like a sense of, okay, I'm going to challenge myself to do XYZ, or this amount since I reached X, then I need to increase it by 15 and challenge myself to do more. This is looking so cluttered. We're gonna come back and we're gonna fix that in a little bit. But I've kind of been thinking about, New Year's resolutions and things like that. So I don't think I've talked about this at all on this channel. If I have, I apologize. I'm trying to think if I don't think so. So again, so sorry if you're like, yes, we know this. Please stop and move on to the next thing. But I think I already have that one. Yeah. The last like year and a half, actually, I feel like I need to go even further back than that. I am someone who I do not enjoy confrontation. I don't enjoy like arguing or even like lively debates. Like sometimes like it just the confrontation side of it can just like make me feel like ugh, I don't want to do it. And I haven't always been that way. Like when I was younger, like up through actually, oh no, Claude. Let's get you feeling better, buddy. Um, like when I was in, like it was probably up until like my freshman year of college, like I loved to like have, you know, not arguments, but debates like with my professors and like really think things through and all that kind of stuff. I was in more, it wasn't like, I wasn't a philosophy major or anything like that, but I was international studies. And so there was room for, you know, discussion and kind of, that's what a lot of the degree was, you know, it was kind of like, okay, now talk about why you think that this is right or wrong or what you would do and all that kind of stuff. So like I really did enjoy that part of it up until my freshman year of college, and then I became very like conflict averse like wanted nothing to do with it. And so yeah, I don't know, I've been joking that like that part of me went dormant and like kind of went to sleep, and it would really only happen like I would become confrontational when it was like a really like one really really rare occasions, and two like the moment called for it. And so like there would definitely be a few times where I like certainly put my foot down and, you know, was like, no, like we're not doing this today, nice try though. And that like happened a couple of times when I was living in Haiti, and like kind of needed to be done. But like other than that, hate conflict, hate arguments, hate tension, hate like all of it, all of it, all of it. So over the last year and a half, I feel like I have been experiencing anger a lot more than like I have in my life. And it's just, and like, I can just get so angry and like not at any one person in particular. Like it's not anything like that. It is more at just kind of the injustices that I feel like I'm seeing in the world. Like I enjoy reading the news and being like up to date on things that are happening in the world. Especially like I work for a international nonprofit, and so it's like a lot of the countries that we work in, like I want to be up to date on what is happening, you know, in those countries and things like that. And that's really important, and I love that. But I've just been experiencing so much anger at a lot of the things that I'm reading. And then just kind of, I don't know. So I've called it my year of rage. Unfortunately, it's been like almost 2 years now. So it's lasted a little bit longer than a year. And it's been like really interesting because I have talked about it with people and like with, you know, medical professionals and all of that kind of stuff. And one of them, I had like a really, really wonderful conversation because she was like, you know, Jacqueline, who would you be if the things that you were seeing happen in the world didn't bother you? Like that wouldn't be you. And so I was like, okay, so like inherently anger is not a bad thing. Like it's a normal emotion that people experience. And just because I don't want to experience it doesn't mean that like I should just cut it out of my life altogether. Like I don't want to, you know, stick my head in the sand and ignore what is happening, you know, to people around the world and all that kind of stuff. So like I want to be informed. I don't want to be ignorant. So anyway, all that to say, all of that backstory to lead back to my New Year's resolutions. So one of them is, you know, I don't want to ignore what's going on in the world. I still want to stay informed. That's so important to me. And I still want to experience anger when it's like justified, like when something needs to be done. Like I want to experience that. But I don't want to wallow or sit in the anger. I want to be active. I want to do something with it. I want to, like, if I see something that's wrong, I want to be action oriented and, not say, well, someone needs to do something about this, but instead do something myself. So that's kind of one part. The other part of it is that I also want to find good, and I want to try to balance it out instead of, just sitting and stewing in this anger all of the time. I want to at least try to find some balance, some joy, some hope, like really dwell on good things that have happened, as well as, letting myself experience anger, but not just that. So those are kind of two like kind of personal development ones that I think I want to do. Actually, I guess this last one could be considered personal development as well. But I really want to also be kinder to myself. I think that I can be very, very harsh and hypercritical of myself, and just have like a really, really negative inner voice in how I refer to myself. And a lot of it can start off as kind of like self-deprecating jokes. But I have come to realize that oftentimes I will start believing the like self-deprecating joke and be like, no, like that's not just something that's funny, it's something that's true. And so yeah, like not just the way that I think about myself, but also the way that I talk to myself and talk about myself. That's something that I would like to be more cognizant of this year, and be gentle, be honest. And so, when I need to kind of have that moment of maybe a kick in the pants of like, come on, get going, you need to do this thing. But, so not shy away from that, but also, be kind to myself as well. So those are my New Year's resolutions. I've never been very good at the like, I'm going to run a marathon. Absolutely not. I'm not going to run a marathon. Thank you so much. So that's all of a sudden not going to change this year. So I'm not even going to worry about those kinds of New Year's resolutions, but maybe instead it can be something that I can change both something internally about myself and the way that I think and talk and act and perceive myself, but then also something that starts mentally, but also moves into action, seeking joy, and also actually being more aware of, okay, this is a problem that's happening, so what am I going to do about it? And kind of having more of like that attitude. So yeah, those are my New Year's resolutions. I would love to hear your New Year's resolutions, and I really like the idea of New Year's resolutions, but I don't always do the best job at keeping up with them. So hopefully that is something that I can maintain throughout the year. So we shall see. But yeah. So moving on, I'm realizing that my little daily tasks are taking quite a bit longer than I was expecting. A cat nose. Oh, that's kind of cute. Okay, but we're gonna take that off for right now. So in terms of things, oh, actually, I think I had one more New Year's resolution. I think I did. It was, I want to do things purely because I enjoy doing this. So like, historically, I have, if I, have a hobby that I really love and enjoy, I kind of have this mindset of like, if I'm going to allow myself to do this hobby and enjoy it, then I need it to serve a purpose other than just it's something that I like to do. And so it very much turns into this, I need to like monetize this to justify this. And so it's like, I did that with 5 years ago doing a book podcast where it was like, all I really wanted to do was just have a consistent time that I met up with my best friends and talked about books. Like that's what I wanted. And that's what we did. But then I was like, okay, well, to be seen as legitimate in this, maybe we need to try and, do this and this and this and this and this. And it's like, well, why can't it just be good for the sake of being good? It doesn't have to be anything. And so like, I've kind of noticed that I can oftentimes like settle into that instead of just being like, no, like this is good. You're going to do it because you have fun. And so that's something that I really, really want to do moving forward with Bibliovert. And there's Callie. And moving forward with everything in the sense of Bibliovert and things like that. So I just want to, with this channel and, Bibliovert, our other YouTube channel and our podcast and just everything like that, just have fun, just enjoy it, not make it into something else that it doesn't need to be. So I'm not going to have any goals in terms of growth in this channel. I'm not going to, really push myself to put out this many videos a week or every other week or anything like that. It is just going to be kind of like what I enjoy, what I have fun doing. And that also can like include content in the sense of like, even if this is content that might not do well, it might not perform well, it might not get, the same reach that some other videos have, but like if I enjoyed making the video, then just like go ahead and share it. Like it doesn't have to be, like a video that all of a sudden, does super well or anything like that. So all that to say, there are some things that I am excited about doing on this channel. I have one. The only problem is like, I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it. Like that's the thing, because I started thinking about it. I don't know about y'all, but I get all of my best ideas right before I fall asleep or like as I'm falling asleep. This has happened a couple of times where like things that somehow, I don't know, I think about, as I'm going to bed, and then it's something that I enjoy doing like every year. So we do a readathon in the month of June, like with Bibliovert. And that's something that I thought of, right before I fell asleep. And I just love it. I love it so much. Oh, well, that's kind of cute. So anyway, the only problem is I just don't know when I would be able to do it. And so, like, I don't know. I want to do it so bad though, because it would just be so fun. So, quick pause. I do think I'm going to get at least one pair of these like little pumps, because every time I have to do like a formal wear for anything, I can't because I don't have any shoes. So this is just going to be for the sake of like label and like I did log on. It was technically after midnight, but I like time traveled back, and so that I could, ring in the new year on Animal Crossing. And I can't remember what shoes I ended up having to wear, but wow, they did not match. So for those kinds of instances. So anyway, back to what I was saying. I love love watching 30-day challenge videos. Like, they make me so happy. They make me so happy. I just don't know if I don't know if I could have the time or the focus or anything to accomplish a 30-day video this year. So it's like, designing an island in 30 days, using no Nintendo Online or only one color or something like that. I have watched so many absolutely fantastic videos that I have loved so much. But again, I love watching them. I'm just not sure if I'm going to have the time this year to be able to dedicate to, the recording, the editing, and the posting every single day. Maybe that is something that I can eventually work up to, but unfortunately, I just don't think I'm quite there yet. And that's okay. Maybe that can be a goal for 2027. But who do I need to give this gift to? I think it's Cherry. Let me see if I've grabbed all of the other, sorry, flowers. Okay, so I think I need to grab the rest of my carrots. And then that might kind of be it. Oh, but Cherry's still sitting down. What's up, girly? I love that they're doing that. Little girl gang. But I have come up with a really fun challenge. I'm calling it the Chaos Challenge. I'm not going to go into detail about it, but I'm thinking that originally I would keep it at 2 weeks. And so it would, be posted every day. It would be all that kind of stuff. But it, in this sense, there's a lot that I can do. But due to the nature of the challenge, it might be one of those things where you can only go so far in the game. So I know that that's super, super vague. Super vague, so I apologize, but I do think that is something that I would really like to do on this channel. So I think that could be a lot of fun. I also, over the holiday, did record 2 new let's play videos where I try out 2 games that I've never played before. And I just play for a couple of hours. And it's very much kind of like my raw reactions to the game, which one of them genuinely might be one of my new favorite games of all time. It is so cute, so adorable, so much fun. Easy gameplay, but I am so captivated by it. I'm all in. I have loved it. Absolutely loved it. So I have that one. And then there's another one that unfortunately did not go as well as the other one. I do take responsibility for this because I did no research. So there was something that happens during the game, and because I didn't read the description of the game, I thought I was doing something the entire time wrong, when that was surprisingly not the case. It wasn't, I was thinking something wrong, but anyway, so I do have a couple of those videos that I would love to do kind of games like that. I've done Tales of the Shire and Tiny Bookshop. And I think that's everything that I've done on my channel in terms of let's play a new game. But I do think I want to do maybe a couple of those games this year. One, because I definitely have the personality, when you hear a song that you really like, and then you just listen to it on repeat until you kind of start to hate the song. I have that personality, and definitely find myself doing that with other things, and games are one of them. And so I would really like to, I don't know, challenge myself to branch out and just try new games, fall in love with new things, and they might not all be wins, but that's okay. So yeah, that's kind of something that I am considering. Again, I have those 2 that will go out. So if you have any recommendations on games like that, please let me know. I would love to try out new games. Oh my gosh, party time. They almost didn't have room for me in here. Whoa. Yes, let's have some coffee. Um, so I would love to do something like that. I love Stardew Valley. I love Stardew Valley so much, and it has been a minute since I have played it. So I would love to, and I am a big Stardew Valley mod fan, so I would love to download like a bunch of newer mods that I haven't played with and just kind of play the game again. I love that with mods you have the ability, like it feels like a brand new game every single time. So that is certainly something that I would love to do. Um, so maybe I'll do some of that. I am interested to see. So I've definitely mentioned this in a couple of episodes. So I apologize that you're having to hear this again. But this year is going to be a travel heavy year for me. So I will need to kind of figure out a way that I can pre-record and edit and schedule and everything videos for this channel. And so I do feel like something along those lines might be a fairly decent way to be able to accomplish that. So yeah, I don't know. We shall see. Maybe that's something that I'll kind of try out this year. So if there's anything that you would really like to see this year, and or like gameplay or anything like that, like please let me know. I would love to hear it, and would love to give pretty much anything a shot. So you just let me know, and hopefully yeah, we can try out some new things in 2026. I think it could be a lot of fun. Okay, with all of that said, we are now done with kind of the dailies. I did mention this briefly earlier that this is going to be kind of like a 3.0 prep video. So I kind of need to think through a few things. Come on, there you go. Okay, so first off, let's clear out everything else in the inventory, and then I can kind of get my head on straight. Also, I changed my wallpaper. I thought it was very cute. Oh, something else we need to talk about. Okay, one thing at a time, Jacqueline. One thing at a time. Hold on. Okay, so I know I feel like I do this like every video now. It's cleaning up my flower field, and it's because of that dang beautiful island ordinance, which I actually do love it. It's been great, but I need to clean that up. I had originally been thinking that I was going to kind of add another little like flower garden space to where my ice skating rink currently is. And it was really just to kind of have like maybe a little bit more of like a robust, you know, display of the hybrids might be the best way to say it. Something along those lines. But I also was going to use it for a space where I can just like collect a bunch of my flowers that are, you know, different colors and things like that. It was also going to be a space where I could just like collect a bunch of, you know, different flower types and everything like that, because I know it makes sense to put flowers on your beach. Like, wholeheartedly agree with that 100%. I just, for some reason, like, I can't enjoy the practicality. I think it's because I like to run in this game so much. Like, I'm usually going as fast as I can, and I don't like crunching through flowers, and so I think that's maybe kind of why. But so anyway, I was like, okay, well, fine, I will just, you know, put this make a whole new designated garden area. And then it literally occurred to me, with the 3.0 update, you can put flowers and trees in your storage. So I don't even have to worry about that. So I do think for now, and I hear the hypocrisy. I do want you to be aware that I hear the hypocrisy. I do think I am going to put the extra flowers that I'm going to want to put in my storage on the beach for right now. So I do know that that will be over a week of having flowers on the beach, but I think if I had to decide between overgrown flowers everywhere, taking over, and redoing an entire build just to make a third garden area, actually technically fourth, because we have the carrots between Claude and Carmen's house. I think I would rather have the flowers on the beach in the meantime. So I am going to just go ahead and move everything that's a bit overgrown. Again, pansies are not my favorite. I've mainly just done them for, you know, this part of the season. I do kind of want to do a more pink vibe for February. And so, and I hope I can do that. That might be something that it's going to be more of like the pre-records, because from what it looks like, I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks in February for work. So I'm going to be in the Middle East and India. And so we decided that we're not going to go to sub-Saharan Africa on this trip. So just be hitting up those two places for I think it's gonna be 2 weeks, maybe a little bit over, not sure. But so maybe I will have those videos pre-recorded sometime in January, but that's this month. So I need to get on it. But anyway, that's just something to kind of that I think I need to keep in mind. So anyway, I am Molly, hi dearest. I don't think I gave her a gift. That was why I had another one in my pocket. I don't have one in my pocket. Just kidding. Sorry, Molly. I'm so sorry. I know I'm a bad person. I am going to sell some of these flowers just so I can buy a shovel. And because I don't think I need 847 pansies. Actually, I'm just going to sell all of these flowers because I have so many around the island. And I also don't like pansies. Okay, hopefully that'll be enough to buy a shovel. I feel really bad getting Molly's hopes up like that. Okay. Yay. Got the shovel. Okay. I don't have it. No! Okay, fine. We are going to buy the flimsy shovel. I didn't even look at the price. Silly me. Good to know a flimsy shovel costs as much as 27 pansies. I actually don't know if that's how much the pansies were, how many they were. So yeah, I think that means that I need to start mentally shifting to start prepping for like the little like Valentine's Day vibe. Like I can go ahead and get rid of all of these pansies too. Like I don't think I need them anymore. I'm not planning on doing any more Christmas builds. And I really don't want to breed pansies. Like I haven't bred pansies or windflowers. And the irony is like the windflowers are my favorite flower in the sense of like favorite native flower. I don't actually like decorating with them. So I didn't breed them. I don't know. I also don't know what the thought process is there. So, yeah, anyway, so I might save a few red pansies, but I also don't want it to take up too much room in my, like in my storage space once we can put them in the 3.0 update. So maybe I'll just go ahead and get rid of them. And if I need to get more later, I can do that. That's okay. It's gonna be just fine. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Decision made. Bye-bye red pansies. Oh, okay. So the other thing that I thought of when we were inside my house earlier, I finally started Happy Home Paradise, and that is a video that I posted, I think, yesterday. Yeah, I think it was on the 4th. I think it was on my birthday. Oh my gosh. Why did I wait this long? I think So a whole nother series that I have been doing, I don't, if you haven't watched it, it's on my island Honeycomb, and it is learning how to decorate. I found myself not being confident in decorating, and so I would basically think like, okay, I can't do this island theme because I'm not talented enough to decorate, or something like that. And so finally I was like, what, fine. You're going to learn and you're going to dedicate an entire island to it. And so, yeah, it has been so much fun. I am pretty done with the island. I think I've done all of the major builds. Really, the only thing that I need to do is kind of the fillers and also the villager homes, which those are still things that for some reason I just like don't know what to do with the villager homes. So those are definitely things that I need to, look into and just all of that kind of stuff. So I started Happy Home Paradise in the hopes that it would help me figure out how to decorate the inside of my home, if I wanted to decorate the inside of the villager homes. I'm not necessarily committing to that, but I am committing to decorating my home. So I started that. I am having so much fun. Not there have been a few builds that I have really, really enjoyed, that I feel like I'm really happy with what I made. And I'm like, yay, that's fun. There are a few builds that I didn't feel quite as confident about, might be the best way to phrase it. But regardless, I have had such a good time doing it. And it is, I think what I like about it so much in particular is that you get the challenge of, do this theme with these items, and then you get more items. So then, like, you don't have decision paralysis at the very beginning of the, challenge, because all of a sudden you've been given access to absolutely every single possible item in the game. So that has been really nice. And like, as things have come out and like as you've gotten more access to things, I'll think, oh, like that's something that I would like to go back and maybe add, to this build that I did before or something like that. So it was surprisingly, like, I have been pleasantly surprised at how much I enjoyed it. I don't know why I didn't expect to enjoy it, but I really didn't. So that has been a lot of fun. I think to date, I have now done 12 or 13 homes. I only recorded, I think, the first 3 or 4. So I did not record like the following, I just like had fun one night when I can't remember if we were watching football. That feels right. We were watching like the college football playoffs or something. And so I was just kind of bebopping around while watching. So I've definitely done a handful more, but I'm like excited to continue doing it. I have done one outdoor space. So that I still don't feel maybe quite as confident about that one. That's definitely something that I would like to continue to try and get better. But like, seriously, so much fun. So anyway, I am doing that on my other Switch. So I don't have Happy Home Paradise on this Switch. I don't know if I can if they can share between the two. I'm really not sure how that works. I need to look into that. But I also, at this point in time, I don't really want to worry about Happy Home Paradise on this island right now. So I'm not upset that I haven't been able to do anything with it. I think doing it one at a time is just fine by me. So not too mad about that. And I think that might kind of be everything in terms of updates. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I thought about making a little list, but clearly I didn't do that. Oh, also, this one was important. I am so grateful I received a comment on one of the videos. I think it was actually like my earlier video. I don't want to deposit. That was silly. I want to withdraw. I received a comment on one of my earlier videos letting me know that my audio has been really low, very quiet on some of the other videos. I am using a new like editing software, and I had thought that I had kind of like worked out all of those little bits and bobs, but clearly I didn't. So I am so sorry that that has been going on for so long. Hopefully I have fixed everything. It will start with this video because I had all of my other videos scheduled. So I absolutely apologize that that probably has been very annoying over the last, I think, like several weeks. So I also, I don't, when I kind of like rewatch and like check my videos, because it's like as I'm scheduling it, I don't see them with ads. And so I have done a not good job at making sure that the audio, is at least on par with the audio that you're going to be having from YouTube. And so that was definitely something that I didn't take into consideration. So being really quiet and then all of a sudden, hearing a really loud YouTube ad, like that's not fun at all. So so sorry about that. Hopefully that will not continue to be a problem, but if it is, please let me know because I absolutely want to fix that. So hopefully it'll be better in the future. And again, just thank you so much for pointing that out, because I would hate for y'all to be sitting there like, I just had my eardrums, absolutely destroyed trying to watch, Animal Crossing video. So hopefully that'll be better from here on out. Okay, so I think what I am going to focus on in terms of 3.0 preparation is going to be paying off my home loan so that I can continue to expand my storage. Also, I'm so excited about this because I'm going to, I think when I finish this home loan, then like my home will be done. And I think at some point I get the storage shed. And so you'll be able to access all of your storage from outside. And that alone might be the thing that I'm like currently the most excited about getting. It's going to be so nice. Yeah. Also, something that I've been thinking about since I originally, when I played Animal Crossing, didn't do any of the treasure islands or anything like that. And didn't really, I didn't play nearly as much as I should have, is probably the way that I should phrase it. I didn't get very far the first couple of times I played the game. And then I started watching a bunch of gameplay this year, and that was like back in 2020 when the game first came out. And then I started watching a bunch of gameplay this year, and I was like, you know what? Like, let's get back into this. And I did, and I had so much fun. And then I was like, okay, well, I mean, why don't we record it and see how it goes? And so I did my island of Oakwald and just had like so much fun with that. Absolutely loved it. And then it was about probably 2/3 of the way through that island was when I visited a treasure island for the first time. And oh my, oh my, wow. I felt like a kid in a candy shop, just having access to everything. And obviously, if you're decorating islands, certainly made it a heck of a lot easier. So I kind of thought that, for my forever island, trying not to time travel, which I have a little bit, especially for, let's see, the first time I did it was so that I could open Nook's Cranny before the end of the holidays because I was worried that I wouldn't get all of the Toy Day gift options. Plot twist, it would have been fine. Panicked for absolutely no reason. But so I time jumped for that, and then I've tweaked, the time a couple of times for, just like New Year's Eve and things like that. So, but for the most part, like when I have played, I've done my very, very best to kind of keep it in line with, with the actual day and things like that. So I've tried not to time jump. And then, like not going to treasure islands, not really doing any of that. I have used like custom codes that I have found online. So I am using Nintendo Online in that sense. But I have not minded the slowed down pace at all. In fact, I've loved it. And so I just think it's so fun that this game does not have a shortage of ways to play and enjoy this game. And I just think that that is so spectacular. When a game has variety and versatility, like it's going to be a challenge to get bored. And it just makes me excited to play this game. So that's just so fun. Okay, thoughts that I have here. I am going to throw away all of the colors, not throw away, sell all of the colors that you can get from seeds. So like, these white lilies, white tulips, all of that kind of stuff. I'm going to throw those away with the exception of the red roses, because those are hybrid red roses. And I think you need them to get the blue roses. I still need to like really look into that. I really just kind of focused on like, very, very basic. This is what you do to start making hybrid flowers. I don't really know what I'm talking about right now. So I went very, very, very baseline in sense of like educating myself on the very, very deep and intricate world of flower breeding in Animal Crossing New Horizons. So I need to do more research on that. But all that to say, I am going to keep some of the hybrids. So I think I'm going to do my best to kind of keep these together by color. So we'll do the orange hyacinths here as well as the orange lily. And I'll kind of try and keep them separated. Okay, and I know that I have a lot more, so I'm going to go way down here and I'm going to put our black flowers there. And I know I have a lot of those. So now we'll do blue. And I also did see that I have another purple hyacinth, so I need to move that down to my other little area and kind of finish that. I'm now thinking about that. Is this red rose a hybrid? I'm going to sell this one just in case, because I can't remember if I may have gotten it over by where I did plant some red roses by the entrance to the Christmas market. So I'm just going to sell this one just in case. And we can always make more. It's going to be just fine. Okay, and then I'll also sell those guys. Oh no, we need to go find Molly, don't we? Because she's not in here. No. Okay, so Molly and Cherry are the ones that we need to still give gift to. Oh, we also got Bud's photo. So finally got a starter villager photo, which is exciting. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. And I'm really just making everything up at this point. There's no logic going into this. I do think I'm just going to like move all of these pink flowers for now. And then anytime we get a pink flower from something else over here, then I can, I don't know. I'm really just digging things up and moving it just to dig things up and move it again in the future. So It's not my best work, okay? Oh man. Oh, I guess this like technically does not have anything to do with Bibliovert games, but at this point I'm thinking out loud because I really need to be writing these things down and I just haven't. But some videos that I'm really excited to do over on like our book channel, the Bibliovert, is specifically talking about my favorite books that I read in 2025, including my favorite fanfics that I read in 2025. Again, I am a big Draco and Hermione fanfic reader. Absolutely love them. And this was a good year for fanfic. Specifically, one author that I stumbled upon, and oh my gosh, I will never be the same because of this author. And what a good year. What a good year. So I definitely want to make those 2 videos. And then also, I really need to make a list of the books that I am excited about coming out in 2026. So I need to do more research on that because I know there are going to be some absolutely phenomenal releases. I just can't really think of any off the top of my head. So that's definitely something that I need to look into and start prepping for because they're certainly out there. I forgot I had all of these too. Okay, yeah, that's going to be some work. Okay, how about this? I am going to just clean up the rest of this little section, and then I'm going to do the rest of these flowers off camera. I'm not going to just bore you to tears with this because y'all deserve better than that. Okay, so let's go ahead and take these down. I'm going to sell these yellow hyacinths, and then I need to move these purple hyacinths over to our other little garden area. So we can just go ahead and move that over. And let me just hold on. Let me pull up my flower breeding guide real fast. And okay, hyacinths. Okay, yeah, so we technically need 4 purple hyacinths, so that's good. And then I think we're done. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at pansies. Dadgummit. Oh no, we only need 2. And then are we done with all of the hyacinth? Oh, that's so exciting. I think we are. Wow, look at us go. Okay, so I'll finish the flowers later. So now I need to decide between collecting materials or collecting money. Which one is more important? I don't have much of either. Okay. My thought process was that I would kind of focus on maybe going to cabin islands more than anything, in the hope that I know you can only go to 1 cabin island a day, which you know what? No, I'm not mad about that. I don't mind having stipulations and guidelines. I think that's fine. But that obviously does mean that even though it's technically cheaper than a Nook Mile like Mystery Island, that doesn't mean that we can only do that once a day, you know, so we're not going to collect everything as quickly. But I obviously will collect everything from my island, and then certainly want to make sure that I at least do 1 cabin island. I would love to prioritize doing Nook Mile Islands when I'm actually doing a villager hunt, but I think I have nearly 40,000 Nook Mile tickets, I think. Or not Nook Mile tickets. Wow, wouldn't that be nice? 40,000 Nook Miles. I am not using full brain. I apologize. So because I have so many of those, I do think, you know, obviously it's gonna be fine. We'll continue to get more Nook Miles. So I think I need to just commit. Okay, have I put down pink roses? No. I cannot put into words how excited I am that you're going to be able to store trees and flowers and shrubs in your inventory. I'm so excited because that means that I can also clear up that entire hilltop, my third level hilltop on like up the very, very top center of my island, because that's where I have my tree farm that, like, have different stages of growth. That is going to be so nice. Okay, so let's go over here, plant down our little purple hyacinths, and then we can move on. I have so many flowers to clean up. My heavens. What's so funny too is I feel like this is like genuinely all I do. And it really is the power of the beautiful island ordinance, because my goodness, look at this, it's crazy. Okay, so we put a purple hyacinth there. And we do another one here at this corner. As of right now, I don't necessarily have plans to decorate with a purple hyacinth, but I'm certainly not going to complain about getting them, I guess. Okay, so things that I'll just put you down. And then, you know what? I'm just going to sell the rest of these flowers. I know that that's probably not practical, but that's what I'm going to do. Okay, let's sell these flowers, and then, and then you know what? I think I'm gonna go visit a Cap'n Island first. I can get off the island for a little bit. I think it'll be fun. So something, I was, of course, watching some stuff for the 3.0 update. If you are just like so tired of hearing me talk about it, please let me know. Because I think sometimes, like, when I go back and edit these videos, I'm tired of hearing myself talk about it. But I promise, pinky promise, that this is the only thing I'm going to say regarding the update and something that I noticed on the video. And then that's it. Pinky promise. But one thing that I was surprised about was how close the end of the dock is to like the edge of our access to swim around the island. I mean, obviously, like, I think you're going to be able to fit past it fine. Like, it's not going to be restrictive. But I just wasn't expecting it to be quite as large as it is. So is it going to stay that way? Is it going to expand? Are they going to make our swimming area even larger? Or I don't know. It's just something to think about, you know, because clearly these are the important, hard-hitting questions. Maybe I should be an undercover journalist. Okay, so we're not going to need our vaulting pole. Sure, let's hold it. We're not going to need our vaulting pole, so I'll go ahead and drop that. Not going to need our slingshot. We are going to need the ladder. Don't think we're going to need the net. So I'll just keep these 4 things and we can go from there. Actually, let me go ahead and collect whatever miles we have gotten. Yeah, so there we go. Almost 40,000. All right. Oh, yay. Oh, that's nice. Okay, and then perfect. Let's do this. I also just realized that I don't think I finished my thought process regarding the Chaos Island that I want to do. So I apologize about that. So the whole reason why I don't think I can do it right now, or I really don't know when I can do it, is because I feel so silly that I was just like, yeah, Chaos Island, and then like literally didn't say anything else. So obviously this is my forever island, and definitely taking it slow with the themes and everything like that, which please let me know kind of what you think in terms of if I don't do a build every video, like obviously this one, and actually even some of the recent videos haven't had any builds. Is that something that you would really rather only have the highlights and show, the builds and everything like that? Or are you okay with kind of these types of videos where it's very much the slowed down, more menial tasks that could kind of be boring with me just yapping. Please let me know, what your preference is, because I can understand if you don't want to just watch me replant my flowers for like the 849th time. So just let me know kind of the type of content that you're interested in. But again, with all that to say, so I'm not going to be resetting this Switch anytime soon, since this is my forever island. So, and this is on my Switch too. And then I do have another Switch, and that is where my Honeycomb Island is, which is the island where I'm like learning how to decorate and everything like that. So those are the only two Switches that I have that I can like record on. And so I don't necessarily want to reset Honeycomb just yet because I don't feel like I'm finished with it. Also, I'm working on Happy Home Paradise, excuse me. I'm working on that. And also, I was going to be using that Switch since I do visit Treasure Islands and everything on that one. That can be the Switch that for like the Slumber Islands and stuff, if I need specific items, I can like use that Switch and get access to it because I most likely have it in my inventory already. So because of that, I feel like I can't start over on a Switch to be able to do the chaos challenge. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Maybe it's something that like if I really start thinking about Honeycomb a little bit more and kind of dedicate more time to planning out what I want to do with it and finish Happy Home Paradise and everything like that, then maybe I can have that island finished by March. And then, I'll do a dream address. So if I ever wanted to visit it again, I could. And then from there, like I could, then I could like restart the island. And try out that challenge, and then maybe it could be, in April or May or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, anyway, I feel like I didn't fully give that explanation earlier, so I wanted to go back and fix that. Okay, so I also want to make sure that I chop down everything on this island. I'm not sure if I'm going to focus on... Are those plumerias? I think they are. I honestly always forget which one's which. So I'm going to take care of this real fast and I will see you in a quick second. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and drop off some of these items in my inventory and then I will sell some of the other items and honestly, that might have to be it for today. I know I didn't get very far in my materials collection or making money. And by not far, I mean like not far at all. But I do promise that I will continue doing that on my own. And hopefully by the next time I check in, we will be able to finish the loan payment and maybe even start doing some pink little decorations. I think that could be pretty fun. I have been saving some custom pathing and some ideas here that... What am I doing in here? I did not mean to go in there. I have been saving like some ideas and things. I really should have considered doing this for my like even for the Christmas themed idea, and I kind of had like a little booth that was like a letters to Santa area, but I do want to make an actual post office, and so there you can like write your love letters. I think that's kind of cute. So that might be something that I start doing. And I really need to think about like what are some other permanent builds that I want. I did get some really, really wonderful DIY recipes. Well, that's pretty. And I did go ahead and favorite some that I want to do. So if I do change up my little garden idea, I think it'd be fun to put this in there. And then I did get a tiny library, which makes me very happy. I also would. What was another build idea that I had that I really wanted to do that literally just flew out of my head? Oh my gosh, this is so frustrating. What was it? It was like I remember now. And I guess technically, I don't know if like the hotel area is going to have its own little workbench. I don't think so, but I do really want to set up an area that is like completely workbench focused, and basically like it has all of the little supplies that you might need for your workbench. And I don't know, like it's an actual build rather than just me dumping all of my materials out on the ground. It's actually a little bit more functional and looks intentional. That's kind of the bit that I'm interested in. Okay, let's see. Let's clear this up. I absolutely should have put the moss in my inventory, and I did not do that because why would I be proactive and productive? All right, the last thing that I really need to say, this is not want to say, this is a need. I'm kicking myself for not talking about it earlier so that I had more time to talk about it. So maybe I am going to make you watch me dig up some flowers real fast just so that I can talk about this because, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So I have talked about Tay crossings before, and when I say I am in awe, I mean I have never seen something like this before. The builds that she does genuinely blow my mind. Like genuinely, there are actually no words in the human language, any language, to describe this. So she just recently finished her Metropolis island, which is a superhero themed island. And I'm gonna be honest. I personally am not a city core girl, and like I don't have an interest in doing like a city core island. That would be a massive challenge for me because I would not even know where to start. However, I love watching other people and their imagination with city core, and this island, I y'all, I've never seen something like this before. I'm catching up. She did like the last builds of the island, and then I have not done like the full tour video yet. I have seen I've been keeping up with the island, so like I know most of it, but I haven't seen the actual tour video yet. But what I have seen is like I'm it's wild. She has like different areas, that are like this. They need the superheroes to be able to come save them, and so she was able to do a fake building build that looks like apartment buildings that have caught on fire. Excuse me? And like it looked so good. Like she accomplished her goal and like absolutely knocked it out of the park. Like this is not just kind of like like yeah, if you squint and turn your head to the side. It's not like, oh, if you squint and turn your head to the side you might see it. No, like it is 100% an apartment building on fire that the superheroes have to put out. I I am gobsmacked. And like they did, hold on. I think the island was called Barbosa. It was like a complete pirate themed island. Made a pirate ship made a pirate ship. I'm going to repeat this one more time. Made a pirate ship. I'm like, what? Are you actually kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Full on pirate. Like, it's just, it's so beautiful. And I love watching Tay's videos. And so seriously, please do yourself a favor. If you have not already been addicted to her videos, please go watch them. Again, I have never seen anything like it ever. And yeah, please do it. She, I think, is at 18,500 subscribers. So, and like she recently hit 15. And like she is just breezing through all of these goals and milestones. So like, please go watch her videos, subscribe to her channel, like, comment, everything. Like, get like I need everyone to know about it because it's so impressive. So anyway, I am so glad that because I was thinking, I was like, I have to talk about her on this video. And then I realized that I had some other things that I needed to do, but like I was not going to finish this video before talking about her. So I'm so glad that we did. But like, seriously, y'all, incredible. Also, if you have any favorite content creators, please let me know. I am always looking for more videos to watch. I absolutely, truly, it's like what I do during the day when I have other things going on. Like, I just watch other people's videos and I just love it. So if you have any favorites, please let me know because I would absolutely love to watch them. But I do think that I'm going to put you out of your misery of watching me pick up flowers. But with all of that said, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. This was so much fun. It felt so good to be back in Animal Crossing, and just very excited for this new year. And I just hope that it is a good year for you, that it is one filled with joy and just a lot of sweet things for this year. So if you liked this video, please consider subscribing and giving a like or leaving a little comment. I would appreciate it so much. But I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy gaming, and I'll see you next time. Bye!